If your boss has asked you to create a dashboard through Smartsheet and you kind of whip something together and it's not at all how you had imagined, or you see how other people and other templates look, and you're like, why can't I put something together that looks incredible? And most importantly, not just incredible, but functions correctly and efficiently. Well, today we're going to get very practical. I'm going to go over the top 3 things to do to make your dashboard look incredible while being functional and impress everyone around you. All right, let's dive into it. All right, the 3 things we're going to cover today in dashboards are placement, theme, and accuracy. Now, for the first one, for placement, studies have been taken to see how people view dashboards and how they view websites, where their eyes go first and how their eyes scan back and forth specifically on dashboards and websites. And I'm going to show you exactly where to place key objects. And I'm going to let you in on that secret, what that study found, and just show you exactly where to place those objects on your dashboard. The next thing we're going to cover is theme, how to have an overarching theme that's consistent throughout your dashboards and throughout the specific dashboard you're working on with colors, organization, things like that. And the last thing we're going to cover is accuracy. And some people just try to put on a pretty graph, which is all nice and good, but if it's not accurate, it's really worthless. So how to not only have a really awesome looking dashboard and awesome looking graph, but how to have it accurate and scalable. And if you haven't yet already, I've created a lesson for you guys of questions that people ask me more than anything else, and it's down in the bio below. It's absolutely free, and I've created it for you guys, so don't forget to lock in and get that free lesson that I've created for you guys, found down in the bio below. All right, let's dive into each 3 of these things. All right, we're going to start from scratch, starting on our home screen. And the first place we're going to go to is this plus sign right here in the ribbon. Click into here. And then we're going to click on the dashboard, the green icon here. First thing it's going to do is ask us for a name. So we'll call this Frank's Construction. Now the first thing we're going to cover is placement. And what studies have found, and they've done this study multiple times, is that anytime someone is viewing a dashboard or a website, that the person's eyes view the screen in a Z formation. And so the most important information should be at the top left, and start this way. So all your most important information, most relevant information that your client or whoever you want looking at your dashboard at a quick glance, the most important information should be right here at the top, starting with the left. And they've also found that for those of you that build websites as well, or update websites, that even the button for buy now, or set up a consulting date now, that if the button is on the top left or top right, and it's bright and it's big, and it's an actual action item, that sales have gone up simply by moving the button from, it used to be down here, to moving it up here on the top right or top left. Okay, let's go and get started. So you have a blank slate right here, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to click edit dashboard. And the first thing I like to do is I just like to drop the logo in. And I do like to drop the logo right here, so the person landing on the dashboard actually knows what the heck they're looking at. Like, oh, it's this company for this certain type of dashboard. So let's go and add a logo to image. And I'll go ahead and redo that here for you. So we're just going to click edit, and then edit dashboard. We'll click edit again, go down to add widgets, just hover your mouse over here, and we're going to go all the way down to image. We'll click on it, we're going to click select image, And then you can upload it from Google Drive, Box, pretty self-explanatory, OneDrive. I'm just going to do it from the computer. Do our construction logo I pulled earlier. There it is. And I don't need the title here, I just want the logo because the name of it's already in the logo. So we're going to click on title over here, toggle that off, rearrange this a little bit here. And then I'm going to add the title right here, Frank's Construction Dashboard. So I'm going to go and click edit again, add widget, just do title. And I'm going to double click into the title and just start typing. Frank's Construction Dashboard. And then I can drag this out. I can make it bigger. I can move it around. And now that we're starting to talk about placement, we're now naturally are going to start going into the theme at the same time. So we got our placement, starting to build out our placement. Now let's talk about our theme. So the theme is we want a consistent color throughout. Along with our placement, it needs to be well organized. Again, most important information up top. So we can choose a color to match this. So I'm not finding a color that really matches this blue. So what we have here is custom colors. So I'm going to click into here. If you know the hex code, you can just put that in. That'll be perfect. I don't know the hex code for this, so I'm going to eyeball it here, which they say not to do. I'm going to do it anyway. See if that's it. Maybe a little darker. We'll try that. I'll make it a little more blue. And we'll go with that. I know it's not exact with this blue, but we'll just go with that for now. All right, so the most important information, I want my metric numbers, my metric numbers to be right here. So my metric numbers could be start date, end date, budget amount. It's just going to be one number. That's going to be a metric. So we're going to go ahead and let's see what we got going on so far. Go back to edit, edit again, add widget, let's click on metric. And I'm going to go ahead and click add data. I'm going to look for my metric sheet. I have one right here. Some metrics that I pulled earlier. And I'll go ahead and do my start date. So I'm just going to click and drag. And even though I just want these 2 points of data, the word start date, and then the actual date itself, I still have to highlight everything in between. But that's okay, we can cut this out. So I'll highlight this. Click OK. Got my dog jumping up on my lap here, wanting to help out here. And so it's going to start out looking like this. So all we have to do is we'll start with the title, turn that off, click on title, toggle that off. And then we're going to go to data and layout. And I always like using this layout a little bit better. So see the difference there? It stacks it versus side by side. So I'm going to go ahead and we don't need this. We don't need that. This is what I want. So I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. Start date. We'll say 16. And you can even change the colors here. So let's go ahead and make this orange. Make this a little bit bigger. Go with that. Click save. There we go. Now we're going to keep adding our high level metrics right here. Add widget, metric, add data. Let's click on end date, click on the cell itself. There it is. Turn the title off. Data and layout, we'll do stacked. Same thing, we'll do teen, make it orange. Make this a little bit bigger. Sixteen, perfect. We'll do our budget here. And then we'll do our expenses. Title off. Go ahead and stack it. That's 16. Click save. And there we have so far. Alright, the next thing we're going to do is start adding our graphs. Second most important information. Actually, let's go ahead and start with the project details. So click edit, add widget, and this time I'm just going to do, let's see here. Let's just do metric again. We'll do add data. Metric sheet. Now I'm going to be pulling this brown information right here. Go like this. And when I put this in, it's going to look a little ugly, but we'll clean it up. So I'll bring this all the way down, and then we'll start cleaning this up. Project description. Bring this all the way back up. Put this right here. Make our title the same as this one. It still keeps our custom color, which is nice. Center it. And we'll make it bigger. We'll say. So we got that going on. Maybe we want these a little bigger. All right, we'll click save. And now we're going to start adding some graphs, and we're going to keep the same theme. Now as we're putting our placement in, most important things at the top, and we're keeping our color themes the same, matching our logo here. The next thing we're going to be doing along with doing the placement and the theme is making sure we have accuracy. So accuracy in our graphs. So we're going to go to add widgets. We're going to click on charts. I'm going to click add data. Metric sheet. And I'm going to click and drag right here. Click OK. Now, if you want to do, because right now I want to do a semicircle graph, like a pie chart, and in order to get there, you click in the chart type. But if you click into the chart type and you see, hey, it's grayed out, what's going on here? Know that you just need 2 data points. And so what happens when you highlight everything, so even though I just want the names and the sales one, it's still capturing everything in the middle, which is normal. That's going to happen every time you drag this out. And in order to fix that problem is you just, again, highlight everything like this, and then you're going to go over here to columns included. By default, it's going to pick all the columns for you, but we don't want to do that. We just want to pick the primary column in the sales one. So primary column and sales one. Now we go back to our chart type. They appear. Again, we just picked columns, primary column and sales one. Primary column, sales one, because this is where our data lives. Here and here. All right, so we'll go ahead and do donut. And then if you go to pie chart in series, click here, we'll toggle on display semicircle. Now these colors are a little ugly. Again, I want to keep with the theme. So let's go ahead. Actually, let me clean this up. There we go. Go and keep with the theme here. So go and bring this up here. And I'm going to go ahead and go to pie chart and series again. And I'm going to change the colors here. So I like to do gradient colors. So what I'll do is I'll start up here and do each orange and just gradient down. And then the legend, I don't like it on the right. I'm going to put it at the bottom. So we're going to click on legend, simply move to bottom. This makes this a little bigger. And let's fix our title again. We want to keep with the same theme. So we'll double click into here. Click our custom blue. Center it. Make it 14. And we'll say sales one. And maybe we want some resources, some key resources right here. Let's go and do edit. Get a dashboard. Edit again. Add a widget. And this time let's go and do shortcut. These will be links to other things that are important to us for this job. So we'll click Add Shortcut, and you can do attachments, you can do anything with a URL like a website to a whole different company, and obviously you can do Smartsheet items. So let's start with some Smartsheet items. And I'm just going to randomly pick a few things here. Maybe we want Bob's Construction, maybe we want the this budget, maybe we want budget amount, franchise report, and do this. Again, you can add as many things as you'd like, but I'll go and add these for now. Click that as well, so you can see what it looks like. And they show up right here. Now let's add a URL as well, just so you can see what that looks like. So I'm going to go ahead and maybe I want to do like a YouTube thing. We'll just do YouTube real quick. And maybe we just want to pick
everything in life is a negotiation.
So we'll copy this link, paste it right here. Maybe we'll say video training or whatever. Click apply. There's the link right here. And then you can organize these. So if you don't want Bob's Construction at the top, maybe you want the link at the top, you just click on these dots right here, click and drag. So I'm holding my button down, so I drag it up to the top. And then I can make these and change the font on these. And we're still going to need our title, so maybe we'll call this Key Resources. Again, stick with the theme, we'll center it, 14, and blue. Click Save. And then maybe we want a graph down here at the bottom. And we'll make sure that graph is accurate, just like we did with the semicircle one. So we'll do Add Data. I'm going to click and drag this right here. So all the data I want is the month and sales one. But I'm going to have to cut this stuff out in the middle. So we'll click OK. I'm going to switch rows and columns and turn that on. Actually, I'm going to leave that off. And then we're going to make this look a little nicer. So we don't need that legend there. So let's turn the legend off. And then I'm going to drag this out a little bit. And maybe I don't want a bar graph. Let's make this a line graph. So I'm going to go ahead and click Data and Chart Type. I'm going to click in the chart type here and click Line. And maybe I want the inside filled. So I'm going to go to Series, Fill Line. And I want to go again with our theme. So we're doing orange and blue. So maybe I want this to be orange. So I'm going to go ahead and click Apply to All Series. And we're going to change this to orange. And then let's go to our horizontal axis. So that's the months. Click on horizontal axis. Type in the word month, because that's what this is. And on the vertical axis, it's going to be sales one. So let's go to vertical axis, type in sales one, and we can make that bigger. Same with the horizontal axis. bold. Do 14. All right. And then we can even add the tick marks if we wanted to. And let's do it for the vertical as well. Tick marks. And you can scale the data, which really won't need it for this one, but sometimes if you have a lot of data going on, it helps consolidate it a little bit. And let's fix our title. Double click into here, center it, 14, and blue. All right, I'll click save. And I notice here that the semicircle is still in percentages, so let's go ahead and change that. So if you want to make a change, click edit, hit a dashboard, and you click on the three dots. You just hover your mouse wherever you want, click on the three dots right here, and click edit, and we'll go to pie chart and series. Instead of percentages, let's do amount. There we go. And a lot of people don't know this, but if you got a lot of the same graphs going on, maybe just the information's just tweaked a little bit, if you click edit dashboard, and you're in this mode, and you take your cursor and you drag, and you just kind of do this, hover over a bunch of different stuff, drag it out, it highlights all 4 widgets that I just did. So again, you just have your mouse here, you just click the left button, just click and drag. And then what you can do is it lets you know, hey, you highlighted 3 widgets. You can click on the 3 dots here. You can actually copy and paste. So I could paste all of these if I wanted to. And so I have the basic version, which is just 10 widgets at a time. So I'm not going to do that right now, but that is how you build a dashboard correctly. So we have our placement, most relevant information at the top from left to right. And then we have our theme. We're consistent with our color and with our sizes. And then last but not least, accuracy. We make sure that the graph is accurately portraying the stuff. So if you got some extra columns in there it's pulling in that it doesn't need, just make sure to take those out. All right, you guys, I hope this helped with you creating a more beautiful looking dashboard, more accurate looking dashboard. And if you have any questions, please leave a comment below in the comment section. And as always, you guys take care and God bless.